Coming at you every day with good positive energy, and I'm going to teach. And if I'm not doing it, if I'm not maxing out every day, you let me know.
Is culture becomes real, right? We all can say that word, and there'll be 1,000 coaches that stand up here and talk about how to develop culture and what you need to do to improve your culture, and all those things are great. But if it ain't real and it's not player driven, it ain't culture. It's rules. There's a difference. I talk to Shaka Smart all the time, was one of the guys that just helped mentor me. He said culture is how we act, interact, and react. Right? So that's kind of how we define culture in our program, how we act amongst each other, how we interact with each other, and then how we react to adversity. That's what culture is, how we act, interact, and react.
Recruiting enthusiastic kids is harder than it's ever been. Because every kid watches TV and they watch the NBA, or they watch Major League Baseball, or they watch the NFL, whatever sport they watch, WNBA, it doesn't matter. And what they see is people just being really cool. So they think that's how they're going to act. And they haven't even figured out which foot to use as a pivot foot, and they're going to act like they're really good players. You see it all the time. You see it at every AAU tournament. You see it every high school game. So recruiting kids that are like really upbeat and loving life and love the game and have this tremendous appreciation for when their teammates do something well, that's hard. That's hard. It's really hard. So on our team, me, my coaching staff, we put a huge premium on body language. And if your body language is bad, you will never get in the game. Ever. I don't care how good you are. If somebody says, well, you just benched Stewie for, 35 minutes in the Memphis game a couple years ago. Yeah, I did. Oh, that was to motivate her for the South Carolina game the following Monday. No, it wasn't. Stewie was acting like a 12-year-old. So I put her on the bench and said, sit there. It doesn't matter on our team. Now, the other coaches might say, well, you can do that because you got 3 other, All-Americans. I get that. I understand that. But I'd rather lose than watch kids play the way some kids play. I'd rather lose. And they're allowed to get away with just whatever. And they're always thinking about themselves. Me, 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 me. I didn't score, so why should I be happy? I'm not getting enough minutes. Why should I be happy? That's the world that we live in today, unfortunately. And kids check the scoreboard sometimes because they're going to get yelled at by their parents if they don't score enough points. Don't get me started. So when I look at my team, they know this. When I watch game film, I'm checking what's going on the bench. And if somebody's asleep over there, somebody doesn't care, somebody's not engaged in the game, they will never get in the game. Ever. And they know that. They know I'm not kidding.
Impacts you in a negative way, and it takes you 2 or 3 players to get over that, like you're not wrapped up in really competing in the team. And there's a selflessness that takes place that you have to do. Like the guy standing next to you has got to be so important to you. You have to have such respect for him. And I'm not saying our guys disrespected each other, but it's almost like a reverse way of looking at it. I'm letting the team down because I turned the ball over. I'm letting the team down because I missed a shot. I'm letting the team down because I blew a defensive assignment. No, you're letting the team down when it parlays into 4 or 5 possessions after that. So when Goran was talking about, we're not playing for each other, you've got to pick yourself up off the mat because it's a game that's imperfect and you're going to make mistakes. There's going to be mistakes that are going to happen all throughout 48 minutes, but it's how you collectively respond to overcome what's in front of you, regardless of what's going on. And the more we can play and care for each other, regardless of what you're going through individually, is critically important. And that's what this team's got to do. And I think that's the stuff that will create the consistency that we need.
Dig in and be a basketball player. Dig in. Every time you miss a shot, your game deflates. We don't care about your missed shots. Play defense. You guys keep blowing opportunity upon opportunity upon opportunity. You're like children with bad things happening. Instead of digging in and be tougher, you wilt. Where is your toughness? Where have you guys been raised that you're so weak mentally that you just give up when something doesn't go right for you? Don't you know what adversity is all about? That's the game of life, not the game of basketball. You don't get down when things go wrong. You dig in and get tougher. Your whole life's gonna be adversity. Learn how to deal with it.
Patino, red.
I got ball. Here we go. Here we go. I'm back. Here we go. I'm out. Here we go. I'm in the gap, Reese. Here we go. Here we go. Switch it. Here we go. We gotta talk. Here we go. See. Here we go. I'm there. Yeah. Rebound there. Right here. Yeah. Yes, sir, dude. Way to go, fella. And talk loud. We gotta talk the whole time. Here we go. Together. 1, 2, 3. Together.